In the cosmic theater of 2025, humanity stood at the precipice of understanding, staring into the abyss of space and time. What we discovered was not just about stars and planets, but about the very fabric of our reality, and perhaps the echoes of our own forgotten origins. But these were not the simple methane and oxygen we had long sought. They were complex, rhythmic pulses of energy, patterns so intricate they seemed to whisper a language of pure mathematics. Officially, scientists called it an unusual atmospheric phenomenon, but some, in hushed tones, spoke of a planetary consciousness, a world that doesn't just host life, but is life itself. This discovery forces us to ask, is intelligence always embodied in a form we can recognize? Probes exploring the Kuiper Belt, that icy graveyard of primordial worlds, stumbled upon an object unlike any other. It was not a comet, not an asteroid. It was a perfectly smooth obsidian sphere, absorbing nearly 100% of the light that struck it. Its trajectory was bizarre, a non-Keplerian orbit that defied our understanding of gravitational mechanics. It seemed to be waiting. Ancient traditions across cultures speak of cosmic eggs, a hiranya garbha, or golden womb from which the universe is born. Could this dark sphere be a relic of a previous cosmic cycle, a seed of a universe yet to come? Or is it something more deliberate, an artifact placed in the cold dark, a silent sentinel from a civilization that mastered physics in ways we can't yet imagine? The most profound and unsettling discovery, however, came from the heart of our own galaxy, using a novel technique called gravitational wave coarcing. Astronomers mapped the supermassive black hole Sagittarius A. They were looking for the echoes of its formation, the gravitational screams of stars it consumed eons ago. What they found instead was a pattern, a repeating signal, not of radio waves or light, but of space-time itself, rippling outward in a sequence that mirrored the Fibonacci series. This isn't random noise. It's information encoded into the very structure of the universe. For decades, we've looked for messages in radio signals, the technological whispers of other beings. We've been like a tribe on a remote island, waiting for smoke signals from a neighboring shore, all while ignoring the language spoken by the ocean itself. Could it be that the fundamental laws of the universe are not merely descriptive, but prescriptive? A set of instructions, a cosmic algorithm. String theory posits extra dimensions curled up and hidden from our senses. Esoteric traditions speak of higher planes of existence, accessible not through technology, but through consciousness. Are these two ideas pointing to the same truth? That the universe is not a physical place, but a multi-layered reality, and the signal from Sagittarius A** is a key, a vibrational frequency to unlock a different perception of it all. This brings us to the open hypotheses, the questions that will haunt our science and philosophy for the next century. First, if Kepler-186f is a living world, what does this imply about our own planet, Gaia? Are we simply inhabitants on a rock? Or are we cells in a larger, living organism whose health we have tragically ignored? Perhaps climate change is not just an environmental issue, but the symptom of a planetary fever, a response from a living system to a parasitic infection. Second, the obsidian sphere in the Kuiper Belt. If it is an artifact, who built it and why leave it in our backyard? Some theoretical physicists suggest it could be a brain gate, a stabilized wormhole leading not just to another place, but another universe, entirely, one with different physical laws. Could this be the fabled gateway of the gods mentioned in so many mythologies? A test, perhaps, for a species mature enough to find it and wise enough not to use it recklessly. And finally, the Fibonacci signal from our galaxy's core. If the universe contains a message, what is it saying? And to whom is it addressed? The skeptics will argue it's a coincidence, a statistical fluke in a sea of cosmic data. But that feels too simple, too dismissive. What if consciousness is not an accident of evolution, but the intended recipient of this message? What if the purpose of life is to evolve a nervous system complex enough to perceive and decode this fundamental truth embedded in spacetime? Perhaps our ancient ancestors understood this better than we do, not through equations, but through intuition, through myth, through ritual. They built pyramids and stone circles aligned with the stars, not just as calendars, but as resonance chambers designed to attune human consciousness to the symphony of the cosmos. 2025 did not give us answers. It gave us better, deeper questions. It tore down the wall between physics and metaphysics, between the telescope and the mystic's vision. We are explorers on an infinite ocean, and we have just realized the water itself is speaking. The discoveries of the past year suggest that the universe is not a silent, empty void dotted with random matter. It is a structured, meaningful, and perhaps intentional reality. We are not just looking at it. We are part of it, and it might just be looking back. What do you think? Are these discoveries proof of a hidden order, or are we simply seeing patterns in the chaos? The line between science and belief has never been more blurred. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If these questions ignite your curiosity, like this video, share it with others who dare to wonder, and subscribe for more journeys into the known and unknown. The greatest discovery is realizing how much we have yet to discover. Thank you for watching.